In this video, we're going to look at the Properties tab. It's the fourth tab down and is indicated by a colour swatch and the letter A. Unsurprisingly, it controls the properties of objects on the notebook page and also the properties of the page itself. Let's look first at how you can set the properties of the page. To set the properties of the page, first of all select the Properties tab and then ensure that you have no objects selected on the notebook page as here. If you have an object selected, as in this case a text box, then the Properties tab will show you properties related to that. So to change the properties for the whole page, make sure no object is selected. The page has two sets of options attached to it. The first are the fill effects, and below that is something called page recording. We'll cover page recording in a separate video. The default fill effect for a notebook page is no fill, which gives the familiar white page. Below that we can select solid fill and fill our page with a solid colour. You may find that adding a light colour, such as a pale blue or pale yellow, can help students read your text on the screen. The option below that is a gradient fill, allowing you to move from colour 1 to colour 2 to give more movement to your notebook page. The style options allow you to control the direction of the gradient. Below gradient fill is pattern fill, which fills your notebook page with a pattern. Try these out for yourself and you may see why they are rarely used. The final fill option is image fill, allowing you to take an image and fill the background with that image, as I've done here with a rather fetching picture of a meadow. An image that is smaller than the notebook page will automatically tile, like this. When you have the Properties tab open and you select a notebook page, you will see the range of properties for each object that can be changed. These vary according to the type of object, so you can fill a solid shape with just about everything, including, if you need to, an image. Lines can also be edited too. You can change thickness and colour and even the style of the line, as I'm doing here. And finally, if you created some ink on your page using your smart pens, you can even go back in and edit that, changing things like colour, thickness and the style of the line. The Properties tab also allows you to control the transparency of shapes on your notebook page. By default, they are not transparent at all, so they cover each other over. But if I take this object and reduce its transparency to 50%, you can see how the background of the objects below it shine through. Being able to control the transparency of notebook objects is really useful, as in this case. This may look impressive, but it's actually very easy to achieve. I've simply taken the historical painting of the Hay Wain and then a modern day view and placed them on top of each other. As I adjust the transparency of the topmost image, the modern day snaps into place and I can reverse the process. There are all sorts of teaching and learning opportunities with this technique. The final thing to note about the Properties tab before we leave it is that in Notebook 11 you also have properties listed on the adaptive toolbar. So effectively you can change properties from the side tab or from the toolbar, whichever suits you best.